If humor is medicine, then it's our goal at Pajama Party Press to get you as high as a kite, which is why we're offering you a series of quick fixes designed to get you through that next part of the day. They consist of little observations and amusing stories about human affairs in our business dealings. Today's fix probably applies for people who may be a bit older, because one of the few privileges of becoming older, aside from eligibility for ARP membership, is that the things that used to keep you up at night and just eat away at you and consume your thoughts become amusing when you have a little time under your belt. And today I realized that something that's really fun for me now that didn't used to be is when someone doesn't like me. It's really fun to be around somebody that you can tell has such a distaste for you. I mean, no matter how loved you are, and no matter how many friends you have or how popular you might be, there's always going to be that person that just can't stand you. And usually it's pretty instant. It usually starts like from the moment they meet you and they hate you for no good reason. And this happened most recently at my daughter's school. And I admit that I was trying to show off. I wanted my second grader to think that I was the bomb. And so when I got asked to be the vice president of the PTA, I got a bit of a big head. I thought that made me really cool, and when that didn't work out, that's why I had to start this company, so that I could say that I was the president, because there's only one employee. I'm the only one, so it was a unanimous vote. So now I know, we all have those things that we know that we suck at, and you just decide, I'm just going to do it, and that old saying about people don't change. Well, so I decide I'm going to do this, and the person who does not like me is the president of the PTA. I mean, from the moment that I interacted with her, I could tell. Now, granted, maybe it was because I accepted my position and there was nobody, that was running against me. I had no challengers. When I accepted the position, I admit that I had written a special rap song, in lieu of a speech. So maybe that was a turnoff. But right after, she gave a speech that actually really touched me. I mean, I got a little bit teary because she was talking about how her dad had been the PTA president, of his school. And I am just a total cornball for stuff like that. It's like I'm, perpetually in the middle of a Hallmark card commercial as I walk through life. And so my first interaction, was to say, I really was touched by your speech, and I genuinely was like, okay, I'm on fire to, make this the best school ever. And so I thought it'd be nice to get a head start, before the school year started, and I asked her for her phone number. And she looked at me and she said, no. And I was like thinking, it's not like I'm trying to ask you out. I just want to work with you. And she said, the school year hasn't started yet. And anytime that I ran into her at school, I could just tell, that she didn't like me. And so now, whenever I see her, I try really hard to have a chance to be next to her because I feel so powerful. Because all I have to do is just breathe and be in her field of vision. And just the fact that I exist, that she's reminded of that, causes such unhappiness to be apparent on her face that it's a real surge of power. I'm not usually power hungry, but it's fun, to be able to have such an effect on someone. And I used to worry so much about it, because I clearly should not be in a position of power. I mean, when I was younger and those things used to bother me a lot, that was a different matter. The first time I tried that, I was asked to be the chair of the art department. And I knew that I wasn't cut out for managerial positions when I pulled into the parking lot, got out of my car, and another faculty member that did not like me, who was a little bit scary too as a teacher. The kids were scared of her. She got out of her car and she was about to walk past me, and I ducked. I ducked behind a car, and I thought, maybe I shouldn't be the boss. Just food for thought. So if you're at work and there's somebody that doesn't like you and they're never going to like you, just take a time out from kissing their ass or trying to tell them a story that endears them to you, and just enjoy being. Just enjoy being around them and being mindful of their disdain for you, and consider it one of those mysteries of life. That's your quick fix for the day, and we really hope you feel a lot better.